So on Monday, 12/4, I ate 4 slices of Marco's Pizza for lunch. And the rationale is sausage, green peppers, and mushrooms are all dairy-free. The crust is dairy-free, and I ordered pizza without cheese. And when I got home, I added some of my dairy-free cheese to my pizza. So for dinner, I had pork roast, mixed vegetables, and snowman and Christmas tree gummies. The rationale is pork is dairy-free, and it was really good and juicy. The mixed vegetables don't have butter in them, and it was still pretty good. And the snowman and Christmas tree gummies are really good and allergy-friendly as well. And on Tuesday, 12/5, I had pork roast, raisins, and snowman tree gummies for lunch. And the rationale is I was looking for a quick lunch instead of having to heat up the mixed vegetables, so I just took the raisins instead. That was really the only day I changed from dinner to lunch. And for dinner on 12/5, I went to the Asian Cafe. So basically, it is a Chinese Asian-style buffet or carry-out place from Marysville, Ohio. And I ate at the buffet and had lots of good food. The sweet and sour chicken was dairy-free. And it has been a staple for me since I was a kid. Fried rice has no eggs in it, and that makes me really happy because I am allergic to predominantly egg products. So basically, if it's in a cake, I can eat it. If it's scrambled eggs, I can't. So that is kind of where the egg allergy is for me. And green beans, I also had green beans and potatoes that didn't have any butter in it, and the frog legs are dairy-free. By the way, the frog legs just taste like chicken, and they are really, really good. So I would order them or get them if you could. And the fortune cookies are dairy-free as well and only contain soy and wheat. And I really like to top off with a dessert that is Jell-O. And obviously, I love Jell-O because I eat it every time at the Asian Cafe. It is also dairy-free, and Asian Cafe makes a very soft Jell-O that is nice and soft on my teeth. And on Wednesday, 12/6, I ate pork roast, raisins, and snowman and Christmas tree gummies. I really enjoy eating the leftovers, and I know I ate the same thing, but my parents made a really good pork roast, and I didn't want to waste it. And dinner, I had Culver's. I really enjoyed the chicken strips in the allergy restaurant, I have that on the allergy and restaurant review of Culver's. I also got fries with that. And I also put the allergy and restaurant review on my TikTok, website, podcast, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Wherever you found this podcast, more than likely, I put it on there. So just search Culver's and you should find it. As I explained, I just loved how fresh and juicy the chicken tenders are, and they don't have dairy in it. And finding dairy-free chicken tenders is challenging because everyone wants to use buttermilk in their chicken tenders, and it is nice Culver's doesn't. And it also proves that dairy-free chicken tenders can be made without buttermilk. They're juicy and all that stuff as well, and hot. Especially about hot. The fries are extremely hot too, and they made crinkle cut, and they're fresh off the fryer. I've never eaten a lukewarm or cold meal at Culver's, making Culver's a really good restaurant. And on Thursday, 12/7, the Dino Chicken Nuggets, I ate them for lunch, raisins, and Grandma's pumpkin bread. Dino Chicken Nuggets are really good, and though it could be childish, I can't complain. It's just dinosaur in circles. I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as it's got good chicken strips. Who cares if it's dino-shaped or circle-shaped? And luckily, the Yummy brand Dino Chicken Nuggets were pretty good. I enjoyed them. Raisins are a quick fruit and a go-to for me, so I can eat my fruits and vegetables for today. And Grandma's pumpkin bread is really good as well. She's made it for me for a very long time without any allergy concerns. Thanks, Grandma. And for dinner, I had McDonald's. I had the chicken McNuggets. They are fresh and hot coming out of the fryer, and I have enjoyed eating them last night. Plus, they don't have dairy in it, and I've heard that McDonald's uses separate fryers for the McNuggets. And that is really good feeling to have because you know, in fact, it won't be cross-contaminated with anything that has dairy in it. And that is obviously extremely good news, eating with allergies, because that's a nervous sum whenever I go out into public. And before you eat the McNuggets, you should do your research as well. Just make sure you communicate with the waiter and waitress who's taking your order, and you'll be fine. And from personal experience, I haven't had any allergic reactions to the McNuggets, and it is a go-to item for me when I go to McDonald's. And I also had an apple pie that's also a go-to. I eat pretty much the McDonald's apple pie every time I can get my hands on one, and it is really hot and fresh as well. And for snack on Thursday night, I went to Buffalo Wild Wings with my friends, though I had 18 boneless wings. Though I wouldn't consider that a snack. It's kind of like an extra meal on hand. And I really enjoyed Buffalo Wild Wings boneless wings. And I get it at like 10 o'clock at night because I go to work from 1 to 10, and I get off at 10 o'clock at night. And man, they make their wings super fresh. And I feel like the food is much better at 10 o'clock at night. So, and it is definitely really good, and B-Dubs is a favorite of mine. And for lunch on 12/8, I had the 2 leftover wings and some of Grandma's pumpkin bread. And I was just looking for a quick meal, and that's the best I could do. I really can't complain about B-Dubs wings and Grandma's pumpkin bread, and I call that the lunch of champions. And for dinner on 12/8, I had homemade pizza. I also had salad and Grandma's pumpkin bread. And the rationale is the homemade pizza is a wonderful way to avoid allergic reactions, and it gives you a very quick meal to make. And for lunch on 12/9, I had leftover homemade pizza, peaches, and a pack of strawberry Pop-Tarts. And the rationale is homemade pizza is an easy leftover meal where you can enjoy seconds the next day. Sheets. I had sheets for dinner. Chicken strips, fries, and a Boston cream pie. And the rationale is you might be surprised to find that the Boston cream pie is dairy-free, but it is. And JJ's Bakery, they are really good. I love their pies. I've had their chocolate pies as well, and I think I've had their apple pies as well. They're extremely good dairy-free pies, and I highly recommend them. And with sheets, you really can't do anything wrong with the chicken strips or fries. I will take them any day of the week because they are hot and fresh every time I eat it. And for Sunday, 12/10, I had Tres Portillos. I had chips and salsa. Luckily, this restaurant, they give you chips and salsa for free at the table while you wait for your food. So I was munching on that while I was eating while I was waiting for my food. And I also got carnita fries, which basically I just got carnitas with the pork and the fries only. That's how I order it. And then I communicate to my waiter that there is no dairy in the fries, or I have a dairy allergy, and there should be no dairy in the fries. And the rationale is really this lunch gives me lots of choices when it comes to dairy-free food. And at the time of the making of this video, I have not posted an allergy and restaurant review of Tres Portillos, but that will be coming eventually. So I'm got that on the mind to do an allergy and restaurant review of Tres Portillos in Marysville, Ohio. And for dinner, I had pizza crescent rolls, peaches, and Grandma's zucchini and pineapple bread. The rationale is it's easy to make and easy to enjoy pizza crescent rolls, and they are really good and allergy friendly. Just make sure to put your toppings and cheese, though I put dairy-free cheese, and enjoy. Thank you so much for listening to my Eats of the Week. Please consider to subscribe and share to all my content. Thank you.